Am I the a-hole for canceling my wedding after my fiancé cheated on me with the guy she told me she hates? So, this is quite a long and sad story that I need to vent as is really hard for me to deal with so far. I, 24M, recently proposed to my now ex-fiancé 23F after 2 years of dating. We met by mutual friends at work. We started talking as friends, we went on dates, and on New Year's Eve we officially started dating. During the beginning of our relationship, she mentions this guy, Marvin. According to her, Marvin has always have a crush on her, and during the first months of our relationship, he texted her several times asking her to leave me and give him a chance. We used to say how pathetic this guy was and how she despises him for suggesting she would leave me for him. I must clarify I'm nothing special. I'm a 5'4" Asian nerdy guy. Time goes by, and after 2 years on dating, I decided to propose to her. So on New Year's Eve I gave her the ring and she say yes in front of her whole family. I have some money saved. She doesn't work, so I started looking for venues, catering, invitations, decor, and everything. I spent a high amount of money as her parents are not in the position to help with the expenses, and I have enough savings to go through this comfortably. One day, while we're running errands, we started talking about having a threesome. We are in our 20s, so there's a lot of things we want to try. We discussed for a while on how we could find someone, and she quickly says, I have someone on mind. I asked who, and Essie replies with Marvin. I know that was the first red flag, but I let it pass. I asked why him, and she just answered she was sexually attracted to him. I asked about why she would say she hate him first and then choose him as her first option for a threesome, and she replies is only a one-time thing. So I told her it was okay, but we needed to talk later to set rules, limits, and I would like to talk to him personally before giving the green light. During the next couple of days, she's acting really excited, and she comes to me, show me hotels, and when are we going to meet with him, and how exciting everything is. I told her we need to talk things first, as is not as easy as it sounds, and we need to have some limits. After that, she calmed down for a day or two and starts to bring the subject up again. We reached a point where she insisted so much and bring the subject up so many times, I ended up saying to her that she either calm down or no threesome is going to happen. She apologized and mentions I was right, but something didn't feel right. That afternoon we were having a nap, and while she was sleeping I went through her phone and I found how she was cheating on me with him for a couple months now. They've been meeting while I was working, and she even sent them one of those BDSM tests you can find online to see if his kinks matched with hers. To say I was furious is an understatement. She woke up while I was checking the phone and I confronted her. She started crying, saying she was sorry and how she didn't know what she was doing. I packed my things and stormed out to stay at a hotel. That night I got a call from her parents saying how I was ruining the engagement and acting as a baby while I was the one who bring the topic of the threesome, and how her daughter wasn't at fault. I hung up without saying anything and started canceled everything I had for the wedding. She called me the next day apologizing and asking me to come back. Her whole family is sending texts asking me to man up, as I was the one at fault and not breaking the engagement. Am I the a-hole for canceling everything? Update 1. Hey guys. Thanks for everyone's advice. I appreciate the support and the mean comments. Both perspectives were helpful. Now, let me address just a few things before continue. Yes, the post have grammatical errors. English is not my first language. My ex stopped working to go to college. We met at work, but she quit once we moved in together. Yes, my now ex-fiancé told her parents we were breaking up because I suggested the threesome and got mad when she mentioned Marvin. And her parents believed her. Yes, I needed reassurance to make sure I was not the one in fault. I have been conditioned all my life to be a doormat, so it's hard to stand for myself. Here's the update. After seeing all your messages, I reached to my fill, so we agreed to meet at a nearby mall to talk about the reasons why I broke the engagement. I did have a good relationship with him as we both share the same interests and hobbies, so I figure we could have a conversation. We met, and even though he looked mad, he agreed to listen. I did took screenshots of the conversations my ex-fiancé had with Marvin, and I showed them to him. After looking at everything, he told me my ex gave them a totally different story. According to what he told me, my ex went to them crying, saying I was breaking the engagement because I wanted to have a threesome, and once she picked Marvin as the third, I snapped at her. He also mentioned Marvin has been going to check on my ex since my ex has been staying with them after we broke up. We went to my apartment and packed all of her belongings to move her out. The ring was at the apartment as well, so I kept it. We're on our way to drop everything to her right now. I will keep you guys updated.